Before we get started, I like to say that you can shape the theater building however you like. This is just the layout that I personally liked. I started recording while trying to do the roof after I already got the layout of how I wanted everything. Just double checking how it looked and added another roof for the other side, which going back, I could have just made it one roof in total instead of two. I then added lights using Bloxburg from the new update. And this is all stuff from the new update, or most of it from the new update, the theater. They added curtains, theater seats, lights, and they added some more stuff as well. A stage, podiums. They also added a lift, which you will see later in this video. Here I'm trying to place it in the middle, and then I go back and double check the lighting and make sure it looks good. I think one of my favorite musicals is Phantom of the Opera. Let me know your favorite musical in the comments. I did more lights to the main seating area, and I was really just trying to figure out how to do the lights. I couldn't figure out what I wanted, and everything that I was trying wasn't working how I wanted it to work, so I was trying to figure those out. So that's why you see me going back and forth with trying to figure out lights, and then completely giving up for a little bit and starting something new. I centered the lights, and then going back, I went back and actually fixed them because these weren't centered. This is where I was trying to figure out the color in the roof. And since I hadn't played Bloxburg for so long, I totally forgot how the roofs worked and how to place the floor. I probably spent about 10 to 20 minutes just working on one of the floors because I could not figure out how to work the manual. Since I hadn't played Bloxburg for so long, I forgot everything I had done easily. Added more lights on each side, trying to make them as even as possible, and then decided to go back towards the front of the stage of the lights. And I ended up using the pole garden lamp because that was as close as I was going to get to what I imagined. I kept the tone as a cool yellow to give that yellowy look how some stages have. I kept trying to do multiple things at once. I colored the ceiling and then kept checking to make sure everything looked good from far away, trying to figure out the lighting. I ended up trying to match the lights to the other ones up front, and that was a cool yellow tone. I then started working on the sides of where the main actors' dressing rooms were going to be. And I had already built the one, so I was working on the second one, trying to make that as even as possible to the other one I had built. And then I realized that it wasn't even, and I had to go completely back and fix it all. But it took me a little bit to realize it. So I fixed the positions and finally figured out what I was doing wrong. The dressing rooms are fairly small, but it gave a more personal feel to it. I decided on wood floors to match the other room. I then worked on the basement, which is where the ensemble dressing rooms were gonna be. And also a bathroom, or multiple bathrooms. I went ahead and decorated how I wanted it to be because this took me a while to figure out how I wanted everything. This build took me a couple days to do, mainly because I had other things to do as well. I was very busy this past couple weeks, so I was trying to find the time to sit down and actually record and build. But I think it turned out really nice afterwards. So this is just a quick look at how everything is positioned. You can always pause the video to get the dimensions as well if you want to build this for yourself. That's what it looked like on stage with all the lights finally. And this is the main room with chandeliers. And on to the reveal. And this is what the build came out to.